Okay, let's do this. Hola YouTube, my name is Ricardo Lino and I'm a wheel addict. I'm gonna do the video that I didn't thought I would ever do. We're talking about grind shoes. And the reason why I say that is like I had several people asking me, oh, you're gonna be talking and making a video about happy grind shoes. And I always told them no. I never said it online, I think. But when people asked me in person, I always said, why would I make a video about shoes? And here I am doing it. And by the way, PowerStyle did not send me these, but somehow I got them for free, kind of. Let me explain. So me and my wife, we have a shop in South Africa. It's called Lino Skate Shop. It's been open for close to 10 years. It's going to be 10 years in May. And we don't even sell to anywhere else in the world. We only sell in South Africa. It's located in Cape Town, which is where I used to live before I moved back to Portugal. And yes, moving back because I am Portuguese. So yeah, the shop is still going, and we had someone who quit working at the shop right before December, which means that my wife, she's the one in charge of the shop. Basically, I don't do anything that has to do with the shop. She does it. And Janice had to go to be there in December, and because it's like the busiest month of the year. It's Christmas, it's summer in the southern hemisphere, so yeah, extremely important. So let me just clean my glasses because it's freaking me out. It's really, really dirty. So Janice had to go to South Africa, and it was a bit hard somehow because we have two daughters, and it was the first time that my daughters spent Christmas without mommy. But mommy is back. We are filming this I am filming this on the 29th. I picked my wife yesterday from the airport on the 28th, so we are now all together. But this was something that my wife got me from South Africa. So they sell these. I don't think they're doing really well there. And she asked me, what size are you? And I was like, how don't you know my size? I was like, But anyway, she got me these as a Christmas present. And when I first got them, I looked at her and I said, like, look, I don't think I'm going to use this. But she's like, well, just try them. And I did. Today, it's Sunday. And we went out, and here I was, this 40-year-old dad, 44-year-old dad. We went out for lunch, and I was with shoes, trying to grind rocks. And then we went to these, how you call it? It's like an all-you-can-eat Chinese, like big Chinese restaurant, and they had like a little dance floor, and I tried to slide on it. And this is not a review or anything like that. I'm just sharing some opinions, and I can tell it right away that I suck at grinding ledges with this, and I used to be okay with this. So going into this grind shoe conversation, again, I'm 44, but when I was like 18, 17, maybe 16, that's when the soap shoes came out. And back then, I thought they were amazing. I really thought they were amazing. So I really wanted to have a pair, and I did have one pair. I only had one pair. I don't want to sound like this egocentric type of person, but I think I got really good at those. I could do certain things that I didn't saw other people doing. I remember I learned to do royales pretty quick. I could do backslides. I even did like a Savannah, some people call it alley-oop unity, whatever, kind of like a backslide and then step over to a grind down a rail. Yes, it was a skate park rail, and yes, why would I be using these shoes at the skate park? They don't have wheels. But yeah, I did it. It was like a skate competition, and this other friend of mine called Goya, Ricardo, one of my favorite skaters of all time. And me and him sessioned this rail at the skate competition. We did really cool stuff. But yeah, that was about it. Once those shoes died, I didn't really had curiosity. Curiosity? I don't even know if that's the word. But I never felt like I needed any other shoes again. And I used them till they died, I believe. Like I don't really remember, to be fully honest. It's been too long. But for a long time, there was no other brand making grind shoes. And at the end of the day, everyone kept on saying, oh, we need soap to come back. We need the soap come back. And from what I know, after 20 years, the patent that soap may have had, I think it expired, meaning that more people or more brands were able to make grind shoes. I may be wrong about these, but I believe that's what happened. And other than that, it was also during COVID that there was a lot of companies, or there was some companies making a lot of money, and they had some money to invest. So that seems like this was the plan, one of the plans from Powerslide. They had some money coming in and they made shoes. I know that Powerslide had shoe connections because, I mean, manufacturing connections, because in the past they did shoes. I don't know if you guys remember, but there was the USD shoes, the Josh Petty shoe. Then there was the Civica brand. I know that Matter, their speed skating wheel brand or division, I don't know how to call it. They also had some shoes, like some training shoes in the early 2000s. So they do know people that make shoes in China, and I believe these are made in China. I didn't really look into that, but I believe these are also made in China. So they made this, but things changed a lot since the 90s. And the reason why I say that is like late 90s, most of the people that would be skating, aggressive skating, which was the main customer of these, were kids. Nowadays, as much as it hurts my heart to say it, most of the aggressive skaters are older. And I felt a bit weird as a 44-year-old dad to be using these today, and not like, it's all good, but especially when I went to the park, because I did went to the skate park after. I didn't have any street rail or any street anything. I think I would even feel a bit more weird to start trying to use these on the streets. And also, like, there's other stuff. I'll get there in a minute. But then it felt a bit weird to go to the park with this. So yeah, I can imagine a kid wouldn't really mind at all. So this is it. This is why I think it's been a bit harder for them to sell these. At the beginning, yeah, it looked like it was doing great, but who's going to buy the second and the third pair of these? I don't know. Now, the truth is, before this came out, I've seen a couple of parkour guys doing grinds with regular shoes. So when this first came out, this company Epic, I think they made the excellent move of having parkour athletes collaborating with them or being sponsored. I don't even know what you say, but I know that some of them are really big in the social media world. So a lot of them had like a lot of followers and subscribers, and they would make videos and they had codes for people to buy the shoes, and that may have sold some shoes for Powerslide. But I don't know how good the sales of these are going. I can tell you that in South Africa, they're not doing that well. I think that's probably why I got them. But anyway, so I've looked into their catalog because I was never really interested again. But I looked into their catalog and they go from 65 euros all the way up to 120. And from what I've seen, there's two different models. This is the high top and there's also a low top. This is called the Storm, I think. There's a whole black version of this called the Stomper. And there's another one, I think it's called, I was going to say Epic, but Epic is not. I don't know the names. I think the low top all look the same, and the high top, the newer versions, don't have this rubber toe. I think they have this rubber, this front area, this toe area, I think it's made of leather and it's stitched. So it's different from these. But the cut seems to be the same, the panels seem to be the same. I don't know how much this is gonna last or not. I don't think I'm gonna go through these enough to tell you how much it's gonna last or not. And I'm also not very interested. It's not my thing, to be fully honest. But I can tell you that there's some rubber here on the side or some rubberized area. And these, if you can see it a bit here, was a bit used. And I know that the low top, they don't have these. I like this rubberized area because when you want to do like backslides and royales and stuff, I believe that these helps. I don't know if the ones that are made with this suede or leather or whatever all the way around, I don't know if they will have the same type of grip on the side. Maybe they do, because I think my soap used to be like these, and I remember that I actually opened a hole on my soaps there. But other than that, I also like the high tops, even if I didn't choose. I like the high tops more than the low tops. And with the soaps, I used to have the low tops. I remember I used to be able to bend my feet a lot. But nowadays, one of the things is like I would be so scared of like grinding a front side and all of a sudden I get stuck and then I twist my ankle. So I think this higher top shoe will give me a little bit more support. But I don't know. I didn't try it enough. Now, one thing which is where I was feeling the most weird is like, what if I grind like a long rail that I go really fast? Because these things grind really, really fast. I don't know if you have that idea or not, but these things are actually really fast. If you're going really fast down a rail and then when you land, there's no wheels. So what you're gonna do is just run down, or I've seen like Air Dolphin, my dude, landing backwards. I don't know if I can call it fakie. So lands backwards and then all the impact comes into your heels. I don't know if this shoe has that much of a shock absorption for that. But again, it's not my place. Again, it's not a review. I'm just talking about this whole grind shoe thing as a whole. But they seem to be high quality. To be fully honest, they seem to be an higher quality than the ones that I used to have back in the day. It's just the public is not there anymore as they used to be. Maybe they are and I'm just not. Maybe this is the type of stuff that we need more in order to get more kids to skate, like aggressive skating, so that they can take these to schools and do grinds and show the others. I don't know, to be fully honest. Yeah, I guess there's not a lot more that I can say about this. One last thing. I stayed by Air Dolphin, which is the GOAT nowadays, I believe, when it comes to to grind shoes. He was skating, he was using the soap shoes, he was soaping. Oh wow. Grind shoeing? He was soaping? I don't know. How do you call that? He was soaping while no one else was, because there were no more soap shoes. But I even made like a version with the Heelys, with the wheel in the back. Anyway, whatever. So he was doing that. And I know that when he first got his Epics, he had to shave a little bit here because he said that the rubber was too high close to the plate, the grinding plate, and that would get you a bit stuck. Now, as someone who doesn't have enough experience with these, I felt like I struggled to grind ledges when I went to the Chinese restaurant and I tried to grind on the dancing floor. I felt like this area was a bit too sticky. But again, I don't really know enough about that, so I don't know if that was me or if that was I don't have enough soaping, enough of a good soaping technique. I don't know if that's it or if it's because this is not low enough. But if this would be too low, then you're just going downstairs, and this is already dangerous. Imagine this: you're going downstairs, you put your foot here, you slide down, and you fall. This could be really dangerous for that. So imagine if the grind plate was even more exposed. So I don't know, man. It's just one of those things that I'm trying to understand what to do with this. Yeah. Now, on another topic, I don't know if you guys enjoy this type of videos. I'm trying to make just like a one thing. I'm in the car, my family is inside the house, right in front of me. I parked the car outside, and I just thought it would be better to come here and just make this quickly. And I'm trying to make it one take. But the next video that I'm going to be doing, hopefully I'll be out tomorrow. I made a story and an Instagram post asking people to tell me who are their favorite unknown skaters, people that they think they're really, really good skaters, but they don't have enough exposure, or people don't even know they exist. And yeah, what I want to do is, at first I wanted to make one video where I'm gonna go through some of these people's Instagram accounts and show who are these people that people don't know. But I've been getting such a good response that I think I'm actually gonna make a whole series where I'm gonna choose 5 or 10 at a time, and I'm gonna start showing these people to more people, which are you guys. So yeah, if you have any names of people that you would like to see feature, maybe drop me in the comment or send me an Instagram message or something like that. That would be cool. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this rant on soaping or grinding shoes. And yeah, I made a couple of tricks. Let me show you what I was able to do. I was able to backslide with these. Check this out.
Acho que não mesmo. Ganda cagada.
Sabe por quê? Eu não dobrei o pé. Se eu dobrar o pé, toca a borracha.
Tem mas depois disso estavas com a mão da
And that's it. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. And if you enjoyed this one, well, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up too. Comment, let me know what you didn't like about this. It's okay, I don't really care. And if this is the last one you see, Happy New Year. But there will be one tomorrow. Maybe the day after there will be another one. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Anyway, with this type of videos, I think I can make a lot more. I think I can start feeling more free again to talk to the camera, because I'll be very honest with all of you guys. What's been happening is the world is getting so sensitive, and with these all social media accounts growing and everyone judging everything that everyone says, I sometimes feel a bit scared of anything that I can say. It's like whatever I can say, there will be 10 people that are happy, 10 that are unhappy. And yeah, I know, I actually own the way that I think. It is what it is, and you cannot make everyone happy. So by making this type of videos, I start feeling a bit more like, you know what, whatever, I'll just be myself, because that's what I am and that's who I am. I skate because I love it. I have lots of fun doing it, and doing things like this, if I'm gonna enjoy it, why not? I'm not trying to be the coolest guy out there. I'm just someone who loves what I do. I'm extremely happy, and I feel lucky for being able to live the way that I do from my passion and be able to support my family. And that's only possible because of all of you. So thank you for that. And yeah, sooner or later there will be another video. So stay tuned. Make sure to subscribe, and see you on the next one. Cheers. Let me know if you like the quality of this.